each year passes, the days spent skiing with old buddies are cherished more and more. For this group of longtime freestyle skiing friends, Monashee Powder Snowcats in British Columbia was to be their playground for the next 3 days.
When we showed up, it had just stopped snowing. I don't know how much snow they got. It felt like a meter. And it just was bottomless the first day. That's what a skier dreams about, right? And it was just so fun.
I'm skiing with people I haven't skied with in 30 years. And they're some of my best friends from 30 years ago, growing up doing freestyle skiing in Killington. And now here we are 50 years old and ripping up the backcountry in British Columbia. And there's just nothing better than that, sharing that with really close friends.
Well, it's great. I mean, as you know, sort of the younger guy as far as the old days of hot dogging, and to come here and really meet and get to know the guys better that you know, I grew up watching skiing and watching on TV, and you know, I learned a lot from them in freestyle skiing, and now I'm skiing powder with all that, you know, that whole crew here. So it's just a cool experience. So, you know, all the old stories are true. You know?
Oh, I mean, it's just nonstop laughing, and I mean, the cat rides are just amazing, and that's what cat skiing's all about. Is, you know, we have these great killer runs, then we all joke around on the cat and have our lunch on the way back up. It's just a ball. The lodge here at Monashee is just really comfortable. It's just like a family atmosphere. The food is great. It's just a great experience.
A good buddy of ours, Witt, showed up, and he'd had no clue a bunch of buddies of his are coming that he hadn't seen in years and years and years.
I was a little, I just woke up, put it this way. I step out of the car and there's Trace and Fuzz. I was totally blown away. No clue. And I was in shock. It was more of a shock thing than anything else. It's amazing. We all, you know, we grow older. It's 25 years since I've skied with these guys. And just to have them up here skiing with yourself, Trace, Fuzz, Lynne Weiland, all these people I've skied with for years on the US Ski Team, it's just a treat.
It's funny because you watch the last 20 years of ski films, and you know, it's all these guys are so talented, and you know, a lot of the cool moves they're doing. It's hard to even kind of get into that category of what the guys are doing now. So figured go back to what I know best and kick out some old school tricks is the way to go. And then everyone said, oh, maybe we should go through the list of old school tricks. And then Fuzz did a big spread eagle, and then Bob did a big old Cossack, and then I did a big splitster, and it's just fun because it's different. Everyone's so used to seeing these really cool tight shots, and in this type of, you know, in these conditions when you don't expect somebody to kick out a big huge Cossack.
Absolutely, seeing John Witt and Lynne Weiland here. Of course, I see Trace all the time in Park City, but to see those guys and start telling the old freestyle stories was just a little bit crazy.
So we're up here skiing at Monashee Powder. Well, actually, we weren't even here yet. We were in the parking lot where you get the cat to come up to the lodge. And here's this like hot stud guy with like this long hair, and he's like on his sled. And I'm like, who's that? And Bob said, Dave Treadway. I'm like, you mean like one of the three Treadway brothers? Yeah, him. And he's been skiing with us for 3 days, and he is such a sweetheart.
Yeah, I'm the baby of 3 brothers, and both my older brothers really push it at every envelope of activities, and so for me it was always trying to catch up to what they're doing. Skiing light, dry powder like we have here, it's effortless. You're just floating down the mountain in this effortless form.
Well, he's just a class act, and what a talent, you know, just, you know, skiing with somebody of that ability, it just gets you really fired up.
Dave Treadway did something on skis yesterday I've never witnessed in person, and he threw this big old back layout off of like a 40-foot cliff in the middle of the backcountry. I was like, really? Okay. Humbled.
This trip was, I think, is surreal. This trip was surreal for sure. Just the overall experience, it's 50 times better than I ever thought it was going to be. Just unbelievable trip, definitely.
And it's just a much more social experience, I think. And these guys, Tom and Carolyn, they have it nailed. They've got the best terrain, the best accommodations, the best cats, the guides are awesome. I'd come back here any day.
Is it like 30 years has gone by?
No, it's like it was yesterday, except now we all kind of have our crap together.